What's going on, guys? Today I want to break down probably the most exciting thing that has come out in the AI world so far, and that is the biggest no-code hackathon that has ever existed. And this is being ran by Bolt.new. And in this video, guys, we're going to break down not only what this hackathon is, but how you can prepare and how I think someone in the No Code Academy can actually win this thing. So without further ado, guys, let's break down what this hackathon is, and let's break down how I think we could do very, very well. So first thing first, guys, what the fuck is a hackathon? Now, a hackathon traditionally was used by big companies or startups to hire developers. They would run mini hackathons where a bunch of different developers that want to work for a company would come to a location and they would be given a task that they would have to complete. This GIF that I'm showing you guys is actually from the movie The Social Network, which is based on the company Facebook, where Mark Zuckerberg actually used hackathons to hire his first employees at Facebook. And this GIF here is just a clip from that movie where all of the different hackers are competing for one job and someone ended up winning. Now, that's traditionally how hackathons went, but now this one is completely different. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of reasons why it's different. I'm going to try and break down every single one. So the first point here, guys, is that there's more than $1 million in prizes that you can win. Now, the second point is that there's more than one niche or industry that you can actually partake in. So you can build a SaaS in education, in health, in finance, in gaming, in crypto. You can just build your own large language model. You can build basically anything in this competition. Now, the rules haven't been laid out, but you can essentially choose any industry you want when you're registering. So that's the second point. Now, the third point, guys, is the fact that this hackathon is actually going to be remote. Now, they have an in-person kickoff party, which I'm invited to, and I want the people in the No Code Academy to join me, and that's going to be May 7th in San Francisco. But the actual event takes place for the entire month of June. It starts May 30th and it runs through all the way to the end of June. And what this means is we're given 30 days to develop anything that we want to within the rules and regulations of the hackathon. And so what this means is that this is completely different than any type of traditional hackathon because you are given a 30-day window. And this is going to lead us perfectly into our next slide, but I want you guys to keep this in mind, right? You can build something that is completely, genuinely full stack at this point, is that you need to first identify your strengths and weaknesses. Now, for me personally, right, I'm a big ideas guy. I can do development, but I know other developers that are way better than me. And so if I want to actually win this competition, and same with you guys, I'm identifying what are my strengths and weaknesses, because another interesting thing about this specific hackathon, guys, is that you don't have to do it alone. You can team up. And so you teaming up is your best chance to win. Now, that's number one. Number two is picking that niche that I was talking about. Now, we're going to make another video about all the different ideas I have in every single niche, right? I have a crypto idea. I have a gaming idea. I have a health idea. And I'm going to give you guys all of those ideas. And on top of that, we're going to be developing these ideas together in preparation for the hackathon. And so this actually leads me perfectly into that third step, right? So you identified your strengths and weaknesses, you've picked a niche. And so in my scenario, right, even going back to my own software that I built Social Wolf because my strengths is in content production and marketing. And the niche of that is content production, social media marketing. And so I found that niche perfectly. But let's say you are a gamer. Let's say you've been gaming your entire life. Well, I would recommend picking the gaming niche because you have more knowledge in that, and that is more aligned with your strengths, which will also relate into the actual marketing and how you're actually going to pitch your idea to the judges. And this leads me to another point here, guys. I think that the way that this is going to go is that once you produce your project, you're probably going to also have to make a presentation on why you think you're the winner, because this is literally going to be the most competitive hackathon that has ever existed. I already seen that there's more than 7,000 people that have signed up for this. And so you're going to get a massive reality check on where your skills actually lie. And that's another beautiful thing about this event, right? You're going up against everybody, and that allows you to actually see where you stand. No more being in this delusion, and no more listening to people trying to, sell you automations or sell you AI agents. Those are super old school, and you can develop those in a couple of minutes with these no-code tools like Replit or Bolt or whatever. Now let's talk about how I'm going to help you, right? So aside from the No Code Academy, which obviously if you want to build your own AI business, I'd recommend joining. But aside from that, guys, I'm going to be producing a whole bunch more AI SaaS tutorial buildouts on this YouTube channel that you guys can copy. And where it gets even better, guys, is that I'm going to be developing these projects using Bolt and Replit. And the reason why I'm doing that is because with Replit, I can give my academy the entire code bases of my projects. And so let's say I come out with a 2-hour long tutorial showing you guys how to build an AI SaaS. Well, you guys are now going to have access to that entire code base so that you can start where I left off. And this is going to give you guys a massive, head start getting into this hackathon, because I honestly do think as well, you can probably start developing your project now. And then when the rules and regulation for the hackathon come out, you can just tweak so it fits the guidelines. And so these are all the things that I'm really excited about. But the crazy thing about this, right, is what this means in the macro for software development and this entire industry. Because like I was saying earlier, guys, no code development never had hackathons, and hackathons were previously used for companies to identify which candidates can actually execute under pressure. And that has gone completely out of the window. And so what this means is that this is essentially the dawn of a new era. And this era is the genuine no code development era, because this is just, in my opinion, the first of many no code hackathon events to come. I think the ability to use AI development is just going to become the only way to develop software, even if you have a background in computer science. And so that's been my time here, guys. I'm really excited and over the moon about this. If you guys want to join me for the May 7th event, then just join the academy, shoot me a message, and I'll invite you to, our meetups and stuff like that. But other than that, guys, May 30th, we get going. So we have about 40 days to prepare. And on this channel, we're going to fucking help you guys get there. So hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, see you on the next one.